today. Field in Pittsburgh. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down. Gannon. He finds his man, complete. That's Garner. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. Think about it, don't you?
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be quarterbacked, of course, by a 2-time Super Bowl champion in his 18th NFL season. It's Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 22 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Off play action. Gannon. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 7 catches, 79 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, McFadden. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
First down, a run with McFadden, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Five yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gannon. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And then he's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again on second and 10. Roethlisberger. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards remain for second down. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. To the right side, complete to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now good hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Following the fumble recovery, Gannon. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because as the season goes on, I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give right to McFadden. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. To throw on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
With it is Brown. Muscles him off. That'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
From the 36, Roethlisberger. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked it to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now Roethlisberger, and that'll be incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Gannon.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw on 2nd down, Gannon. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Garner. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 14, the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing after the interception. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Gannon looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll check it down to Bell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Ben's throw taken in by Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Again, it's Bell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 24, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. The give is to Bell, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle but couldn't spring himself free. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st down, Gannon.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's got this down to the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Miller with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. A give to Bell. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. They'll go again with Bell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Running again, and again it's McFadden. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play to McFadden. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Gannon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Gannon.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Gannon
looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Looking to throw. Gannon and Waller taking it in over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Gannon under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
111 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.